Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are exploring which path is Spirit opening up for you. We're going to see what's coming up next. This is a pick a card, so go ahead and choose which pile resonates with you the most. And if you want a personal reading from me in the style of this video, then check down in the description for details. All right, let's get started on choosing the piles. For pile 1, we have a ruby. For pile 2, we have a diamond. And for pile 3, we have a pearl. See which one resonates with you. Also, there are images that go along there. And I will see you in the readings. Hello, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are seeing what path the Spirit is opening up for you. As you can see, we have several cards in front of us. They total 9. And we are going to see what messages Spirit has for us. I will draw the images that I receive while channeling Spirit, and then we're going to interpret them together. Let's get started. The first image I see is one of a snowflake. It has several arrows in all directions. And I was immediately reminded of the Norse symbol of protection. This has usually 3 prongs on the end of each one of these different spokes of this snowflake, but it's very similar. So I got 2 meanings from this actual image, even though I was receiving a picture of a snowflake. So it may be that right now you are realizing that you're very unique. You are unique. Not a lot of people are like you, or you're finding that no one is like you at this point, just like a snowflake. And that can really make you feel alone. And I know that may be an odd sensation, that when we feel unique, when we feel other than everyone else, that can make us feel very alone. And we also can be searching for protection because we feel vulnerable, right? We feel away from everyone else, and therefore we are vulnerable. So I got a lot of clarifier images with this, with a shield and a broken glass, meaning that maybe you're feeling very fragile right now. Just like a snowflake can melt in your hand very quickly, or glass can break very easily. You're feeling unique, which is good. You have special skills that not a lot of other people have, but you're also feeling fragile, which is not so great, right? So in this one symbol, we have a lot of meaning just right off the bat with this first card. Let's see what else is going on. So we're going to delve deep into your subconscious here next. In your subconscious, it really feels the need to have others around you. Other living beings around you. So the fact that you are feeling this uniqueness and have a special skill set is wonderful, but it's making you feel alone. So something that you're not aware of right now is that you're actually going to need to surround yourself with living beings, okay, in order to feel more protected, in order to feel more useful. Now, I do say living beings. Does this have to be people? No, it does not. No, it does not. Some of us souls are put down here to tend after nature, plants, anything of that sort. Some of us are put down here to tend after animals. And some of us are put down here to be with humans. So we all have our skill sets and we all have our places. I'm seeing in the next card, right now in your awareness, in your conscious level, you are feeling alone. It's just you. So you can see the vast difference between what your subconscious wants and what is actually happening. So that's maybe why you're feeling a little sad right now, and you can't quite place why. So when you're unique as you are, you need to search for commonality, okay? Commonality with other living beings that you're going to be using your unique skill set for. Okay? So the next card is actually the Spirit Challenge. What is the Spirit Challenge? This is where Spirit challenges us to do something different than what we're doing right now, and is actually going to help us with our problem. Because of course, Spirit is always trying to help us in any way possible. And your Spirit Challenge, you may think a shark, a tiger, a lion, but no, you get a baby giraffe. Yes, a baby giraffe. RoboMonk, why a baby giraffe? Well, baby giraffes are very interesting and unique as well. Because when they are born, they only need 1 hour before they are able to walk right next to their mothers. So the challenge for you is to actually get out there and walk. Walk with these living beings and find commonalities with them. So Spirit is challenging you to do this now rather than later. Okay, just like the baby giraffe doesn't take a lot of time to walk around and be with the others, it's actually time for you to do this as well. So let's see what's going to happen down this path as we continue on. The next card I see are two plants that are growing towards the sun. Now, I don't know if you've ever had a garden or an inside potted plant, but you may notice that it actually grows towards the light, and that's how they get food. But both of these plants are growing towards the same light source, the sun. They are finding commonality. They are sharing the same sustenance, the same nutrients, and they are growing together. This is a beautiful image, and one that really captures this challenge from Spirit for you. The fact that you have these unique skill sets is a blessing. Even though right now it may feel like a curse, it is a true blessing. You just need to find that other plant that needs that nutrients that you have as well. So find this common source of being, right? This being a general reading, this is going to be very different for many different people. But let's just have a couple of examples. It could be going out and gardening and tending to plants. It could be joining a gardening group with others that love to garden. Then you're combining plants and humans. It could be volunteering at a local animal shelter where you're helping out other animals that are really in a bad place. Or you could go on walks with other dog owners or hang out with other cat owners or whatever kind of different pets or animals you want to. Maybe a bird society, right? That kind of thing as well. Or you could actually find a hobby or a passion that other people like to do, and you are feeding off of that same sunlight together, and you're growing. But just know that you have this unique skill set that no one else has, and they are looking for it right now. So the challenge is to be that baby giraffe and start walking. And now I hear you ask, RoboMonk, why do I have to go out? Why do I have to be with other living beings? I don't know about this. They could give me negative thoughts. They could give me a bad experience. Well, Spirit is telling me that you can have negative thoughts and bad experiences just by yourself. So the fact that getting out and being among other living beings, you could have that experience, but you could also have positive experiences as well. And they may think of things that you haven't thought about. Now, what happens then? This actually stimulates your mind and helps you grow. It helps you discover things that you didn't know about, and you are growing as a human, you are growing as a soul, and you are growing emotionally and spiritually. So with all of this, they act like this evil eye necklace here that I see in this next image. They help protect you against these bad thoughts that you may have when you're alone. So if you're feeling sad, you may get down on yourself, and there's no one else there to say, no, that's not right. You don't have to be down on yourself. So being with others or being with other living beings, they have that other perspective that you don't have as well. So even though you have a unique skill set that they need, they have a unique skill set that you need, and you may not even realize it yet. Okay. I see a wonderful image in this next card of 3 boats being lifted up by water, and it reminds me of a saying, a rising tide lifts all boats. So if you have more living creatures around you, and they're giving you positive energy, and you're giving them positive energy, all of a sudden, all of your lives are that much better. You have grown, they have grown, everyone has grown in an upward direction. You are helping raise their life to the next level, and they are helping you raise your life to the next level, which is amazing. I see a gentle reminder down below of a beached ship all alone, with nothing that is actually raising its tide, nothing that is benefiting it, nothing that is helping it grow. And this boat can't help anybody else grow because it's just alone on the beach. It can't even float by itself. So look at those 2 images and see which one resonates better for you. The next card is a reminder that it doesn't have to be a human if you don't want to. It can be a human, it can be an animal, it can be a plant, any living being, right? That you want to have your unique skill sets help out in this 3D earth plane. Because we all know that we need to help each other. We can't do it alone here. It's too hard. It's too tough. So in this end card, I see again this pattern of protection, but it's really light coming from you, where you have found your protection. You have found this group of living beings that lift you up and you lift them up. You are no longer fragile. You are no longer in need of protection because you have found it. You are strong. You are light. Pile 1, thank you so much for being here with me today. I truly hope this brought you clarity. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are exploring what path you should choose that Spirit is opening up for you. So obviously you have chosen Pile 2, so we are going to see where this path takes you. I'm excited to find out. As you can see, we have 9 cards in front of us, quite a few. And I am going to draw images that Spirit gives me as I channel them. And then we're going to interpret the meanings together. All right, let's get started. The first card I see is a person that is doing an eye roll. When you do an eye roll, it's mainly out of frustration or disgust, right? You just can't believe what's happening. It's nothing that you want. It's nothing that you have wished for. And I'm getting a sense that you may be frustrated with your situation and you've been trying so hard to get things accomplished and it just isn't happening right now. In the second card, I truly see that this is more of a romantic situation. I see you meditating. I see you trying to manifest your love, the love of your life, coming in and being with you. You have quite the idea of what you want. I see this heart with this crown on it in the sky with light rays all over it, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful image. But right now, it is not here in this 3D earth plane yet, and you want to try and manifest it. But what I am also seeing is in the next card is an empty fisher's net, which means that you truly haven't found this love that you've been searching for. No one that you've tried to date or court or go out with or anything like that has worked out. And you feel frustrated. You're like, how many times do I have to try? I have this ideal love that I want in my mind. Is it truly real, Spirit? Is it truly out there? Is it something that I'll ever get? And we all have these questions at this point. We all do. Because, yes, if you've tried this many times and you haven't found the love that you are looking for, then it's understandable to be frustrated. I would be frustrated. I've been frustrated. I totally get it. Now, your Spirit Challenge card is the 4th card here. It's a wheel of chance spinning and spinning and spinning. And Spirit has noticed that you've really taken a lot of different chances on different people that you thought may have been interesting or maybe even not interesting, just to try it out and see what happened. And none of them worked out. And Spirit knows that you are quite frustrated right now with that. Spirit understands that. And the challenge is to not actually take a chance. There is going to be a person coming into your life that you don't really need to take a chance on. Let's explore a little bit more as we go on. I love this next card. because it is a person popping up out of nowhere from the ceiling and grabbing you and taking you away. And what this means is that there's going to be someone coming in that you don't expect, out of a direction that you don't expect. And yes, this is going to be a person that you will be very interested in. They will be very interested in you. And it's going to feel shockingly natural. I know, I get it. Maybe you have tried to convince yourself to, at this point, being this frustrated that love isn't supposed to feel natural. Maybe I should go back and try this person or that person because it kind of worked, right? Spirit is saying that no, actually, when you find the right person, it is natural. It feels great. And there's a twist surprise here at the end that Spirit is telling me, but we have to get there. The next card, I'm actually seeing a number 4. A number 4 is taking no chances, okay? Hardworking, putting in good work will receive good results, okay? So just doing things a very safe way. Now, I know in love, that doesn't really seem like that would yield good results, but Spirit is saying, trust me on this, please. So when you're thinking about taking a chance on somebody else and it doesn't feel natural, then that's not the person. That's not the person for you. Because in this next card, I see actually Spirit putting this person in your path. I see several different paths forming an X there and a little heart in between these two people walking into each other. And it's going to be more like a chance meeting. But you're going to know that, boy, oh boy, does that feel right. That really feels good being around this person, right? It feels different than anybody else I've had a date with before or have been with before. And it feels natural. Yes, it feels like you're not taking a chance on this. It's just naturally supposed to happen. And that's where the number 4 comes back into play. Not taking a chance, but knowing that it feels natural. The next card is Spirit's advice for right now. Go ahead and work hard at the goals other than love that you're working on. Go ahead and go out and make friends, hang out with friends that you have, and let Spirit work its magic, okay? Because it is going to be a chance meeting. It is going to be kind of out of nowhere, but you have to live your life. And right now, Spirit is saying that you don't need to concentrate on finding this person because this person is going to find you. Now, I said there was a twist at the end, and I love this beautiful message. So if you remember when you were dreaming in the second card here, when you were dreaming of your love, and it had a little crown on top of the heart. When you meet this person, they will have no crown above them. They'll feel natural. They'll feel down to earth. They'll feel kind of like a warm, cozy blanket, right? And it may feel like nothing that you dreamed of as being the ultimate love with this crown and rays shooting everywhere and like golden light. But you actually have a crown in your hands, and they have a crown in their hands. They have your crown, and you have theirs. And you will exchange it over time, and you will crown each other, and you will be each other's royalty to one another. You will be extremely special to one another. And you will be loved by one another. And therefore your dream will come true of that heart with that crown. But you've been carrying their crown this whole time, and they've been carrying yours. So they will raise you up, and you will raise them up, and you will become better than who you are now, and they will become better than who they are now. That's when you know you have the right person. Pile 2, I'm very excited for you. I do hope this brings you clarity. Thank you so much for being here with me, for giving me your energy with this reading. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are exploring a path that Spirit is opening up for you, and which one should you take? Well, you've chosen Pile 3, so let's see where this takes you and see if it resonates. As you can see, we have 9 cards in front of us. That's quite a few, and we are going to see where this takes us. I'm going to channel images that Spirit gives me and draw them out for you, and then we are going to interpret the message together. Let's get started. The first image that I get here is a needle, a sewing needle, and a piece of thread that's trying to get through the needle, but it's all frayed at the end, meaning it's splitting apart. And I don't know if you've ever tried to thread a needle where the thread is all frayed. It's impossible. Impossible. It won't go through. All of the little ends will catch, and it just doesn't happen, and it won't work. So I'm thinking that you may be working on something that feels impossible right now, or it's just not working out right now, and something needs to change. The next image I get is one of your subconscious, something that you're not aware of. And I see a picture of a person surfing. And so they are on a surfboard, and they are surfing through this huge wave that's just about to crash down on them. But they are going forward, right? They don't care, and they are moving forward. Now, with this much water around you and you trying to escape this water crashing down on you, I'm thinking that you may be holding back some emotions or ignoring some emotions entirely, just trying to get this thing done, whatever it is you're working on. It could be a work project. It could be something that you need to do for yourself or your family or a loved one. But something is happening that you are ignoring all of the emotion that has surrounded this project right now, okay? This action. Even though it's impossible to do right now, you're still trying to do it. So kudos to you, which means that's really good that you are actually trying to do this, but there may be some other things that Spirit has to say about it. In your awareness or your conscious, I see a person that is running with their hands next to their eyes. So they can't see left or right. They can only see straight. And they are running forward. What this tells me is there's not a lot of thought going into this. You just want to get it done. You just want to get this project done. And it may be that you have your reasons, right? You just want to get, maybe it's something that you aren't really enjoying doing, but you have to get it done anyways. And you're just trying to get it done. Or you feel like now's the time to do it I didn't have time before, but now I have time and I really want to get this done because of this reason, that reason, or this reason. Okay? So, but you are running forward. The next card is the Spirit Challenge card, and it is a horse with blinders. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but race horses or horses that work around people a lot have these little square patches that go around their eyes so they can't see left or right, so they don't get actually distracted in what they are doing. And Spirit is challenging you to take those blinders off, to actually be able to look around and see what's going on. Now, of course, we have to trust in Spirit with this. A lot of times it's good to focus on your goal, but what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of things that aren't being explored yet, and they need to be. Okay, so maybe your emotions about this goal. How do you really feel about it? Is it something that you truly want to accomplish? Do you need to do it so quickly? Is there something else that can make this be done easier or in a shorter amount of time? Is this an impossible task to do? Are you asking too much of yourself? All of these different questions, and it requires you taking off those blinders. Now, the next image is quite interesting. You've been trying to accomplish this goal, and it seems like for a while now. And it seems like somebody has told you something negative about this goal, and you've been concentrating on it. Maybe they said, oh, it won't work. Why are you wasting your time on this? Why would you ever do this? Go do something more worthwhile. Ouch. That stings, right? They gave you a thumbs down. And I'm seeing a person that is staring at this thumbs down in this card and really focusing on it. And that could be some of that water, right? That wave that's crashing down on you that you are ignoring right now, saying everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. We're just going to try and accomplish this now. And Spirit is saying, okay, hold on. Let's explore this. Let's see what's going on. The next image is again someone even laughing at the goal that you're trying to accomplish. And I'll tell you right now that people that have wonderful ideas get laughed at a lot. The people who laugh at them don't understand why they're doing it, and they don't see the value in it. But Spirit wants you to know that we're all built differently, and they weren't supposed to accomplish the goal that you're trying to accomplish. You are, okay? That's why Spirit put you down here, to accomplish this goal. And even though they are laughing at you, to not actually concentrate on that too much. Take a healthy step back and really analyze what they are saying. So this thumbs down and this laughing, why are they laughing? Why are they giving you a thumbs down? Why are they troubling you about this goal? Why do you want to accomplish it so quickly and ignoring all of the emotion around this goal? There's a lot of questions that only you can answer, and maybe Spirit can help, because Spirit always wants to help you. So with this, the next card I see is one of you sitting down and actually mapping all of this out, seeing what your options are, seeing if there's any validity to this negative comment that you received and you're thinking about over and over again, or this person that laughed at you. Is there any validity to it? A lot of times there are different options that we don't see, but if we stop and look at it, we will see them more clearly. And maybe this negative comment and this laughter is just saying, wait a minute, it's time for me to sit down, look at all of my options. Maybe me being so focused on this one goal isn't the best way to accomplish this. Maybe there's an easier way. Once you look at all of the different options and you can choose your best way, then you can ignore that negative comment. You can say, no, there's no validity to that. I looked at it and they were just being selfish. They just wanted me to fail because they were too afraid to do it themselves. Or there was some validity to that. And they did have a point, but I wish they would have said it differently. I wish they would not have laughed at it. But now I have adjusted my course, I have adjusted my goal, and I will accomplish it. Because it's up to you to take responsibility of how you actually accomplish this goal. And rushing forward, ignoring your emotions about it is not the way. It's not the way. Take those blinders off like Spirit wants and really look at your options and look at these different comments around you to see if they have validity. If they don't, ignore them. Then they're just coming at you with negative energy and you can block that. If there's some actual good information that was delivered in a bad way, you can still take that good information and then block that negative emotion, right? That negative energy with all the rest of that stuff. So we can always use the comments that are coming in and see if they have validity. Now, the next card is amazing. Now that you've taken your blinders off, now that you've looked at all of your different options, now you are seeing everything. And you can also see the positive comments that are coming through from yourself, from others. Everything is looking a lot better without you ignoring your emotions about it, without you ignoring any other options. Things are looking up. There's a lot of positive comments coming in, and you can explore those comments too to see their validity as well. But it's always good to know that you're on the right track finally, right? You're finally getting somewhere. And in this end card here, you can finally thread that needle. It's not impossible anymore. The reason why this goal felt impossible is because you weren't exploring all of your options before. But now that you've explored it, now that you've taken everything into account, you can move forward and you're going to thread that needle. You're going to accomplish that goal. Awesome, Pile 3. I'm excited for you. I know you can do it. This is a great reminder from Spirit with this. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for bringing your energy to this reading. I truly appreciate it. Know that you're loved. Know that you're blessed. And I'll see you next time.